Hi guys, in my video, 15 tips to sound fluent, I gave you 15 tips that you needed to practice to improve your fluency. I made a video on every single tip in the video and I linked them in the description. But here today, I decided I would just chop them up, put them all together into one long video, just in case you wanted to see them. They should all be in the same order that they were in the description and in the 15 tips video. So go ahead, watch them, let me know what you think. If you liked it, please leave a like. Consider subscribing so that you do not miss any more videos. I'm trying to post 2 videos a week, but tell me what you would like to see. What kind of video do you want to see? Tell me. I'll make it for you. Okay? Thanks guys. Enjoy the video. Today we're going to be talking about N sounds, specifically ED and SN sounds and why they are very important, okay? Now, I am based in Thailand, so most of my experiences with non-native speakers are Thai speakers, and they don't use any N sounds whatsoever. They don't have plurals, they don't have past tense, and that's what most of these are used for. So join me today, and let's practice our N sounds. Okay, usage. When do we use them? They go at the end of the word, so they are called suffixes. Suffix means it goes at the end. A prefix means that it goes at the start. But the N sounds, as the name suggests, goes at the end of the words. Now, the uses for ED, we use them for verb 2, for verb 3, and for forming many adjectives as well. This sometimes adds a syllable, depending on which sound we're going to use. And for S endings, we use them for plurals, verb 1 in the third person singular, and for possessions. So let's talk about these in a little bit more detail. Okay, starting with the ED sounds, there are 3 sounds. We have D, T, and ID, and they can be very difficult to remember. The easiest one to remember is ID because it follows T, ED, D, ED. So it's only 2 N sounds, T and D. Wanted, needed, okay? The next easiest one to remember is the T or the T sound. So when do we use the T sound? Here is a little helpful box to show you when we use it, okay? So we have called, agreed, followed. Notice the D sound at the end. We never say ed. We never say call ed, agree ed, follow ed, okay? T or T, asked, jumped, finished. Finished is a very important one. Teacher, I'm finished. No, you are finished, okay? And then the last one, ED or id, wanted, needed, decided. Now this adds a syllable, okay? So call, called, 1 syllable, ask, asked, 1 syllable, want, wanted, need, needed, decided, 3 syllables. So with the id sound, we add a syllable to the end of the word. I'll talk more about syllables later, okay? Okay, for S sounds, there are also 3 sounds. We have S, Z, and Is, okay? 1 book, 2 books. 1 glass, 3 glasses. 1 tree, 4 trees. Okay? Books, glasses, trees. And that is for plurals. We always talk about things in plurals. Do you like cats or dogs? Not do you like cat or a dog. Plurals, all the time. Okay? Third person singular. I, you, we, they, verb 1. I, you, we, they walk, sleep, eat, teach. He, she, it, verb 1s. He, she, it walks, sleeps, eats, teaches. Okay? Remember though, it can be anything. It can be my mum, my dog, teacher David, the police officer, the prime minister. All of these come under it. Okay? And the last use, most common use for S is ownership, where we use apostrophe S, and it shows that that person owns that thing. Teacher David's students. The students belong to Teacher David. My mum's phone. The phone belongs to my mum. The dog's bone. The bone belongs to the dog. Never try to take a bone off a dog. It will probably bite you, even if it's your own dog. I learned that lesson the hard way a couple of times, okay? Today we're going to be talking about two sounds that cause confusion all the time. CH and SH. Sh and ch. Now this video was actually recommended by one of my wonderful students, so I thought I would change my schedule a little bit and make this video for today. I hope it's enjoyable. I hope it makes sense. Come along. Let's learn CH or SH. Okay, so how do we make the sounds? Okay, sh and ch. So shh, tongue down, round mouth, shh, blow air over your tongue. Shh. It's a long sound. Ch, very similar, same shaped mouth, but when you force the sound out, shh. Longer, ch, shorter. Okay? Try that. Sh, ch. Okay? Let's look at some examples and let's practice them. Okay? Share, chair, she's, cheese, shoes, choose, wish, which, cash, catch. Okay? Try them again by yourself, one more time. Okay. Okay, just to cause some extra confusion, because the English language loves to cause confusion, we can have the sounds at the start or at the end of the word. Here are some examples of the sounds at the start of the word. So let's practice. Chew, shoe, chop, shop, chip, ship, chunk, skunk, cheap, sheep. So they sound very similar, but we are pronouncing them a little different way. Now, how do they sound at the end of the word? Let's have a look at this one right here. So as you can see from this box, they are the same sound, they're just at the end, okay? Match, mash, watch, wash, catch, cash, ditch, dish, which, wish. Okay, so the sounds are the same. We either have them at the start, these words here, or we have them at the end, these words here. Okay? Now, because this is the English language, there has to be some exceptions to the rule. There has to be some nuances that just cause confusion for no other reason than just to cause confusion. And here are some words that have a ch but sh sound. So they're spelled ch, but we pronounce them sh. Okay? Chef, chalet, machine, brochure, parachute, chaperone, chandelier, crochet, quiche. Teacher David does love a cheese and ham quiche. Yeah, very nice. So why? Why does the English language confuse us like this? And the simple answer is, it's because these words are from the French language, which causes confusion. English is made up from Germanic, French, lots of other languages joined together that form the English that we know now. I was going to say that know and love, but some of you don't love it. Okay? So, okay, to summarize, ch and sh. Small mouth, round lips, tongue down, blow air over the tongue. Long sound, sh. Short sound, ch. Okay? Today we're talking about silent letters. From knife to night to even talk. There are many words with silent letters that confuse learners. Here, I will give you some examples on how to pronounce them correctly. And not only that, we'll find out where they came from and why we even still write them. These letters are like ghosts. They're there on the page, but never spoken. The word ghost also contains a silent letter. It has a silent H. Knowing the history will actually help you remember them. So let's jump in. The first one, the silent K. K is silent when it comes before N at the start of a word. Why? It comes from Old English. It has Germanic roots. We'll talk about roots towards the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. People used to pronounce the K, but it was tricky to say, so it was dropped over time. So we have knee, knife.
That's not a knife.
Oh, memory trick. K is a ninja. Quiet, but always there. Silent B. B is silent when it comes after M at the end of a word. Why? From Old English, Germanic languages. We once pronounced the B, but it slowed down speech, so it was dropped. Some examples are lamb, climb, thumb. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Little memory trick. B takes a nap after M. Silent W. The rule. W is silent when it comes before R. Why? Well, this one, it has Germanic roots. We used to say the W, and English speakers dropped it because R was strong enough on its own. You know these ones, they're very common. Right, wrong, wrist. Memory trick. W waits in silence. R does the talking. Silent GH. GH is silent after a vowel. Why? This one's also from Old English, where it was more of a throaty sound, like in the Scottish word loch. I'm Scottish, I can't pronounce that word correctly. Over time, he softened it until it disappeared. Some examples: light, though, and night. Memory trick. GH are like ghost letters, invisible now, but they used to growl. Silent L. The rule. L is silent after A, O, or U. Why? Many of these come from Latin or Old English. Over time, speakers found it easier to drop the tongue movement for the L. For examples, calm, half, talk. Memory trick. L is lazy. No tongue movement needed. Stop thinking like that. Silent I. The rule. The I is silent in some words with unstressed syllables. What's a syllable? We talked about this before. Word sound. 2 syllables. Happy. Beautiful. 3 syllables. Hot. Cold. Warm. No, warm is not 2. Warm is also 1. Word sounds. Syllables. So why? Many of these words come from French or Latin. When English borrowed them, probably more like stole them, we kept the spelling but shortened the pronunciation. Now, I've left this one to last because Thai learners make these mistakes all the time. It's not sociable, it's sociable. We don't say the I. It's not juice. We don't say the I. It's juice. It's not business. We drop the I. It's business. Sociable, juice, business. Memory trick. I is invisible in fast words. Let's look at a bit of history. Let's look at this in a little bit more detail for 1 minute. So why do silent letters exist at all? Here's a quick history lesson. This is actually quite cool. So there are 4 different reasons. They come from Old English, before 1066, the Battle of Hastings. So English used to pronounce almost every letter, even K and GH. So night sounded more like knight, with a throat sound at the end. The Norman Conquest, also 1066. The French took over England. Those French people! And thousands of French words entered English. We kept their spellings, but often changed their pronunciation. For example, debt, D-E-B-T, came from the French word dette, D-E-T-T-E. Later we added a B to show it came from Latin. But we still don't say it. Welcome to English. So if, like me, you studied English language at university, number 3 won't be a surprise. The Great Vowel Shift, 1400 to 1600. English pronunciation changed massively. Vowels moved, and hard words or hard sounds like GH disappeared. But printing presses had already made spellings more fixed, so we kept writing them. The last one, modern English. Today, silent letters are clues to a word's history. They might look strange, but they help you guess meaning, spelling, and sometimes even pronunciation. So a final tip. Think of silent letters as little time machines. They remind you of where the words came from. If you learn the history, you'll find them much easier to remember. The first word we're going to talk about is pronunciation. Because a lot of people say pronunciation because it comes from the verb to pronounce. But it's not pronunciation, it is pronunciation. 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 The second word we're going to talk about is always mispronounced. Now, it is a fish. When you cook it, it is very pink. Comes from Scotland. Salmon. A lot of people say salmon because it has an L in it, but the L is silent. So it's not salmon, it's salmon. Try that for me. Salmon. Our third word is this word. S-U-I-T-E. Sooty. 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 No. We pronounce it sweet, like the snack. Sweet. Chocolate. Candy. Sweet. A suite is a posh room in a hotel. Wow, they upgraded us to a suite. Now, if you live in a house or a condo and you have your own bathroom attached to the bedroom, this is called an ensuite, which is a French word. And we are going to do some more French words in a couple of minutes, okay? The fourth word on our list today is this word. Now, how do we pronounce it? Well, it depends where you're from. I'm British, so I say aluminium. But Americans pronounce it aluminum. 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 American. Aluminium. Aluminium. British. Which one do you say? Drop it in the comments down below. The correct one is aluminium. Just say it. The next couple of words on our list today come from the French language. As we've talked about before, the English language is made up of a lot of French words and Germanic words. But the next couple of words are from the French language. So what is this word? Bouquet? No. Bouquet. The ET ending in French words is pronounced A. So it is bouquet. A big bunch of flowers is a bouquet of flowers. So guys, any guys watching this video, go out, buy your girlfriend a lovely big bouquet of flowers. Not for any other reason other than she deserves it and you love her very much. Thank me later. The next French word on our list is this word here. Hors d'oeuvres. Hors d'oeuvres. So it's a lot shorter. Hors d'oeuvres. 2 syllables. What is an hors d'oeuvre? An hors d'oeuvre is like little finger food, little bits of food you eat before a main meal in fancy restaurant, or if you're at a house party and someone brings out lots of little snacks. Hors d'oeuvres. Getting hungry now. Could go some hors d'oeuvres actually. This next word isn't overly pronounced incorrectly, but it is a common one that we want to include onto the list. Apostrophe. Apostrophe. An apostrophe is the little comma in between letters. We use it to show possession. The dog's apostrophe S bone. Or we use it to show that a word is missing. Apostrophe S. As we saw in the last video about the verb to be, oh, that was a nightmare. I hope you understood it. You'll probably need to watch it a couple of times. Contractions are where we join words together and we throw away some of those useless letters. I'm. I am becomes I'm. I apostrophe M. So the apostrophe shows a contraction has happened and we have thrown away some of the letters that we're not using. Number 8 on our list, this word right here. It's not ballet because again, we're still in French words. ET is A sound. So this word is ballet. Can you dance ballet? I can. Some of my students are ballet teachers and they're learning English as well. I think that's quite interesting. What do you think? Where do you go to sit and get a nice cup of coffee? An espresso, latte, matcha, a frappe? We go to a cafe. A lot of British people, especially round about the London area, call it a caf. I'm going to the caf. But the correct pronunciation is cafe, 2 syllables. Cafe. Number 10 on our list, still in French words, is this word right here. Cliché. Cliché. 2 syllables. What is a cliché? A cliché is an overly used phrase for something. Thai women only eat somtam. That's not true, but it is a cliché. Blonde women are stupid. Also not true. A cliché. So a commonly overused phrase to represent something is called a cliché. One word, 3 separate words in it, 2 letters in each. Déjà vu. Déjà vu. What does that mean? It's that feeling you get like, I've been here before. I've done this before. I'm having déjà vu. It's used in the first Matrix film to show that there was a change in the Matrix. Something had been changed. That's when it all went wrong. Great movie. Word number 12. Carte blanche. Carte blanche. No, carte blanche. Carte blanche. We don't pronounce the E's at the ends. What does carte blanche mean? It means you have freedom to do whatever you like. I want you to design me a new bathroom. You have carte blanche. Do whatever you like. Word number 13 for today, and the last of our French words, well, for this list anyway, is this word here, etc. Usually we see it written as etc, but we pronounce it etc. What does it mean? Well, it's more from Latin than French, but it means and this, and this, and this. It's not a phrase or a word that I use very often because I find it very lazy when teaching English. So, tell me about some different Thai foods. Somtam, pad kra pramo, chicken fried rice, etc., etc., etc. And this, and this, and this, and this. When you're teaching English, when you're speaking English, it is quite lazy, but it does have its use. Number 14 on our list is a word that nobody pronounces correctly unless they've used it before. And it has 2 completely different meanings. Patient, patient. 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 It's a CH sh sound. You want to know how to pronounce them? Link in the video below. CH-SH words. Patient. Now, it has 2 separate and very different meanings. Patient as an adjective means the person who is able to wait, not be worried about time, take their time, no hurry. Oh, you're running late. Don't worry. I'm a patient person. Not always, but most of the time. Now, as a noun, a patient is a person receiving medical treatment in a hospital or a medical clinic. Patient. They're both pronounced exactly the same. It just depends on the usage, whether you use it as an adjective or whether you use it as a noun. Number 15 on our list. I hear this word pronounced incorrectly all the time because it's a difficult word to pronounce. So H-U-G, hug. Everyone loves a good hug. But when you put an E at the end of it, it becomes huge. Huge. Huge means very big. Yaimak in Thai. Huge. Look at the size of that palm tree. It's huge. Number 16 on our list causes confusion all the time. This word here. Because it comes from the word photograph. Now with photograph, we emphasize the photograph. But with this word here, a person taking photographs, photographer, we stress the tog. So, photograph, photographer, photography, photographer. Number 17 on our list is an adjective that is always pronounced incorrectly. It comes from the verb to determine. So when we turn that into an adjective, we add the D at the end, which is a D sound. So it's determined. But when you look at it, it has mind in the middle. So a lot of people pronounce it determined, but it's actually determined. Try that for me. Determined. I'm determined to do this video great. How am I doing? Let me know down in the comments below. I have tried to slow my voice down. I do get a little bit excited when I do these videos, but I will slow down. I will get better, I promise. I am determined. Number 18 on our list is a day of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday? That doesn't sound right. Wednesday. 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 Wednesday is the middle of the week. Sometimes people refer to it as hump day because it's the middle of the week. So it's like a hump on a camel's back. Wednesday. Hump day. What's your favorite day of the week? Let me know. Number 19 always makes me laugh. This word here. Often. Again, silent letter, silent T. There are many words in the English language that have silent letters on them. There is a video coming soon where I'll talk about many more of them. But today we're going to talk about this one. Often. 2 syllables. Often. Not often. Often. People often get that one wrong. Number 20 on our list also contains a silent letter. Now this letter that is silent is the letter P. That's quite an unusual one. There aren't many silent P words. There are some, but there aren't many. But this word in itself is quite funny. I always use this as an example of how strange and crazy the English language is. Empty. E-M-P-T-Y. So if we take the P out, empty. If we have M-T-Y, empty. Or we can just have M and T, empty. It's the same sound. It's just useless words. It's like the word Q, Q-U-E-U-E. Q is when you form a line after other people. But the word Q is just the letter Q with 4 words waiting in line after it, in a queue. So if we get rid of M and T, this part of the board is now, that's right, empty. Okay, guys, the last 5 letters on this list of mispronounced words are what we refer to as missing middle vowel words. And these are words that are often pronounced incorrectly, but there's a vowel in the middle that is not pronounced. So what is this word here? Comfortable? No. Comfortable. Comfortable. The next word? Restaurant? Restaurant? 3 syllables? No. Restaurant. Restaurant. A place where we go to pay and eat delicious food. Well, not always delicious, but that's the idea. Restaurant. Word number 23 on our list today. Average. Average. It means the middle ground. Not really good, not really bad, somewhere in the middle. Average. Average. Not average. Average. 2 syllables. Average. Number 24 on our list today. Interesting. Not 4 syllables. 3 syllables. Interesting. Interesting. Something that holds your attention, that you find enjoyable and likable. Interesting. Hopefully you find my videos interesting. Click the link, subscribe, comment. Interesting. And the last word on our list today is one that I love very much. What do we call a group of things that we eat that are healthy for you? We have tomatoes, onions, cabbage, lettuce, carrot. Vegetables? Vegetables. 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 I love to eat vegetables because they are very healthy. Now today we're going to be talking about the verb to be. Does it confuse you? It confuses everyone. So come along, let's find out how to use the verb to be. The verb to be is probably one of the most commonly used verbs in the English language, and it is an irregular verb. Now that means it doesn't follow a regular ed ending for past tense. It doesn't just have a normal tense. In present tense, we have is, am, are. Past tense, was, were. And it also is in the form of be, being, and been. In present tense, I am, he, she, it is, they, we, are. Now remember, it can be anything. It can be my mum, Teacher David, my student, the dog, my grandparents. So remember, it is very versatile. It can be used for many different things. For past tense, we have singular and plural. He, she, it was. We, they, were. My dog was eating his bone. The dogs were playing with their toys. Like I said, it is a very versatile verb and one that we have to master, and it is very complicated. So keep watching. Let's find out some more. When do we use it? What follows it? Well, the verb to be can be followed by a noun, an adjective, or a prepositional phrase. So let's look at each of these in a little bit more detail. Followed by a noun. He is a teacher. A teacher being a noun. He was the president being a noun phrase. Followed by an adjective, almost any adjective. He is happy. The food was delicious. Prepositional phrase. The book is on the table. They are from Thailand. When using modal verbs, the modal verb comes before the verb to be. It will be sunny today. She might be late. Continuous tense uses verb ing after the verb to be. I am swimming. She was eating green curry. Passive form. The video was watched by the students. The lesson was learned. The verb to be can be used to show a state of being, how something is, a characteristic, what something is like, a person, who they are. Let's look at these three parts in slightly more detail. State of being is an emotional state. I am happy. She is sad. They are emotional. Characteristics, what something is like. Today it is hot. Actually, today it's very hot. I'm in this room again, we don't have air conditioning. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. The sky is blue. The cars are fast. Identity, who someone is. I am a teacher. She is Thai. They are students. A lot of the verb to be can be used as a contraction. What is a contraction? A contraction is when we join words together and use apostrophe to show that we've taken out some letters. I am becomes I'm. She is becomes she's. He is, he's. We are, we're. They are, they're. So they were positive examples. We can use it with some negative examples as well, using to be and not. I am not. I'm not. We are not. We're not. They are not. They are not. They aren't. So we use two for that one. But for am and not, we only have one. I am not. Not I amn't. I am not. I am a teacher. She is a singer. They are soldiers. They weren't sad. He isn't a pilot. We aren't happy. Wait a minute. Yes, we are. We are happy. If you're happy, you're enjoying this video, thank you for watching this far. Continue watching to the end. Like, subscribe, comment down below, follow for more videos. Linking verbs. Linking verbs connect the subject of a sentence to a word or phrase that describe it. And we can often replace the verb to be with linking verbs. Now, there aren't very many linking verbs. We're going to focus on a couple today just to give you some examples. Seem, smell, taste, sounds, looks, feels. Now, if we take this phrase here, it is nice. We can take the verb to be out and replace it with a linking verb. It seems nice. It looks nice. It smells nice. It tastes nice. It sounds nice. It feels nice. Everybody likes things that are nice, but how can we explain them more, in more detail? We can use linking verbs. As with all verbs, linking verbs can be used in any tense. The green curry looks good. It tasted delicious. It smelt amazing. The bowl feels hot. My tummy seems full. My friend seemed to enjoy it. I do like green curry. It is one of my favorite Thai dishes. If you haven't tried it, you've got to try Genki Awan green curry. We can also use become as a linking verb to show that something has changed, often followed by a comparative. When I explained to the customer that the mistake had been fixed, she became much happier. So that's the end of the video today, guys. Thanks very much for watching to the end. I hope it is helpful. There is more to the verb to be. I just tried to take some of the main parts, some of the common mistakes that I see students making, and put them together in this video. If you have any questions, pop them down in the comments below. But remember, the best way to get better at practicing any language, especially English, is practice, 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 practice. Speak to people. If you've got no one to practice your English with, talk to yourself. I'm waking up, I'm making myself a cup of coffee, I'm combing my hair. Well, not me, I don't comb my hair. I'm brushing my teeth, I'm getting dressed, I'm getting in the car, I'm turning on the radio, I'm driving to work. If there's no one around to talk to, then there's no one around to listen to you. And it is still practicing. So practice, guys. We're going to be talking about two very important English verbs, the verb to be and the verb to do. We're going to see some examples and we're going to compare them. When do you use them? When do you not use them? I've already made a video on the verb to be, so let's have a little recap about the verb to be. It's not an action verb, it's a linking verb. It links the subject to description, condition, or location. And it is in the form of present tense, is am are, past tense, was were. I am British. She is a teacher. We are happy. They are hungry. They were tired yesterday. They were happy. The verb to do can be used as a main verb, do, make, or an auxiliary verb, helping verb, used in questions, negatives, emphatic statements in present simple and past simple. As an example, I do my homework. She did laundry. They did their chores last night. As a question, do you like noodles? Yes, I do. Does he ride a bike? Negatives. I do not eat meat. Remember, we can join together. I don't eat meat. She does not know. Join together, contraction. She doesn't know. Past. Did you come yesterday? He didn't call. Emphasis. I do want to travel. She did finish on time. Key differences. For the verb to be, it describes existence, identity, condition, or location. In present simple is am are. Past simple was were. The verb to do expresses actions or helps make questions and negatives. Present form, do does. Past form, did. So for the verb to be, describing states, I am happy. They are students. For the verb to do, asking questions, negative, for emphasis or performing an action. She does yoga. Do you like it? We use to be when we want to describe or talk about identity. We use to do when we want to talk about action, form questions, negatives in simple tenses. Examples in context. To be, description. This class is interesting. He was late to class. To do, action, main verb. I do my English practice every day. She does cooking in the evenings. To do, auxiliary. Do you like this channel? Yes, I do. Like, comment, subscribe. I do want some subscribers. Please subscribe, follow me. He doesn't play tennis. Do you watch videos? Yes, I do. For emphasis, do support. I do believe you. She did tell me earlier. Quick practice challenge. That's quite a lot of information to take in a short amount of time. So I'm going to put 4 statements or questions on the screen now. And I'm going to give you 60 seconds to choose the correct answer. Okay, are we finished? Let's look at the answers. Number 1. Are you a student? She does not or doesn't work on Sundays. We were happy yesterday. What does she do after school? So how was that? Did you get them all? I hope you did. I think you did. Okay, guys, that is the end of this video today. A short video, and I hope now you have a better understanding of the verb to do versus the verb to be. Remember, the verb to be describes. The verb to do performs or helps with questions, negatives, and emphasis. Articles. What are they? How to use them, when not to use them. Come along, let's find out. Articles. A, and, the. They could be definite, indicating one specific thing, the, or indefinite, not specific, a or an. Sometimes we don't even use them. We omit them. To omit means to leave out. So when do we use them? How can you remember how to use them? Let's look at some of the common uses. So in this video, we are going to use the correct grammatical terms, indefinite and definite. Indefinite means not specific. Definite means specific. So write that down so you don't get confused. I do try to make it easy for you, but sometimes we have to use the correct grammatical terms. So indefinite, not specific. Definite, specific. We use a definite article, the, when we think that the listener or the reader knows what we are talking about. The boss will be at the meeting today. The Pope is the head of the Catholic Church. Can I borrow the car? I'm talking about the man in the blue shirt over there. We use them when we talk about things referred to by the singular noun. I like to play the guitar. The tiger is a very dangerous animal. Now, we can say tigers are a very dangerous animal, but we use it as the singular noun. The tiger is a very dangerous animal. The heart pumps blood through the body. For general use, however, the first time we talk about something that's indefinite, the second time we talk about it, it's definite. And this is because we now know that the person who we're speaking to understands what we're talking about. I need to get a taxi. The taxi driver was crazy. I went to see a movie. The movie was terrible. I ate a sandwich. The sandwich was delicious. We use the definite article when we talk about people, when they don't have a name. The president, the queen, the professor, the teacher. But when they have a name, we don't use the. President Obama, Queen Mary, Professor Scott, Teacher David. So the teacher, definite article. Teacher David, no article. For countries, we use the definite article if the country is plural or if it has of in it. America, no article. The United States of America, article. The US, the USA, the United States, America. A bit of an old one, the Soviet Union, Russia. Thailand, the Maldives, plural, the Republic of Congo, the Dominican Republic. So when things are joined together in states or republics, we use the because they're plural, or if they have an S at the end, they are also plural. For cities and streets, no article. Chicago, Highway 5, Fifth Avenue, famous street in New York, lots of great shopping. Sukhumvit Road. Rivers, oceans, seas, mountain ranges, we use the. The Pacific, the Mediterranean, the Atlantic, the Alps, the Hawaiian Islands, the Amazon. Now, if like me you're in Thailand, we have a large coffee shop chain called Amazon Coffee. It's not the Amazon coffee, it's Amazon. But when we talk about rainforests, forests, places like that, the Amazon. When we talk about time as a single entity, a long time, we use the indefinite article, a long time, a day. But when we use comparatives, we use the longest day, the largest cloud. And the last of our uses today, before we go into some examples, are end. Is it an end or the end? Well, it depends. If it is completely the end, cannot start again, finished, finito, over, the end. At the end of the movie, you'll see this, the end. Although, not so much anymore, but every movie used to say the end. That means it's finished. You can watch it again, but it has finished. But if something is at an end, it means it has finished, but could possibly start again. His interest in life was at an end. His interest is finished, but he's not dead. It could start again. An end, the end. As a bit of an activity, I'm going to pop some examples here, give you a little bit of time to tell me if it has the, an, a, or no article. So here's the first couple. What do you think? Can you get them right? The moon looks bright in the sky tonight. I'm going to buy an apple. She is going to buy the television that we talked about. I listen to music every day. Music is uncountable. I listen to the music you gave me because it's specific. It is the music that you gave me. Let's pop up another one on screen. Choose the definite article the or leave blank. How many times have you been to Korea? No article. Singular country. This was her 5th time to the Maldives. How long is the Amazon River? She booked a ticket to Hawaii. This one also causes confusion because Hawaii is a large island. It's part of the Hawaiian Islands, but Hawaii is a singular country, a single entity. So guys, that brings us to the end of our video on articles, a, and the. Remember, definite, specific, the. Indefinite, not specific, a and an. What did you think? Did you think it was helpful? It is quite a short video. There's not much more explanation needed for articles. But you do have to practice, practice, practice. As with all grammar, as with all languages, as with anything you learn, you have to practice. I'm going to be talking about some prepositions that cause the most trouble all the time. Yes, of course, I'm talking about in, on, and at. So when do you use them? When do you not use them? Which ones cause confusion, okay? So today, I'm in Bangkok City, so I'm wearing my proud Bangkok City top, and I am also in a slightly different location today for unseen reasons. But follow me for the journey. Let's find out when we use in, on, and at. So these prepositions are prepositions of time and place. I'll give you examples of time and place for each of the prepositions in, on, and at. So for in, places we use for inside smaller spaces, inside confined spaces, and for time we use it for years, months, and seasons. So for on, places, we use it for surfaces, vehicles, and locations. For time, we use it on day, dates, and special days. Okay, for at, places, specific locations, defined surfaces, time, clock time, time of the day, special times of the year, festive periods. Okay, so now that maybe doesn't mean much to you, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some examples of when you use in, on, and at. So continue to watch, and we'll break down each of these into both place and time. Okay, so some examples of in for places could be in a box, in the living room, in Bangkok. Yes, I know Bangkok is a very big, huge, large, massive, gigantic city, but it is still inside the country of Thailand, which is bigger. Best city in the world. In a taxi, in a traffic jam. Nobody likes a traffic jam. Or in an article. So you can find something in written text, in an article, in a newspaper. Okay? For time, in 1 hour, in the morning, in the 1990s, in July, in the future, in summer. On places, on a bus, on a plane, on the floor. Don't need that. 5-second rule. Look it up. Okay? On the menu. On the menu in a restaurant. On YouTube, on 5th Avenue. On for time. On Friday, on the 4th of July, on a hot day. It is very hot today. I do apologize for sweating. I don't have air conditioning in this room. I just have a fan. I hope the microphone doesn't pick it up. Okay? So then on special days, on Christmas Day, on my birthday. What does Teacher David like his students to be? On time. Okay? Okay, so at for places. At the bus stop, at the front door, at a friend's house, at the bottom, at the entrance, at the pool. Teacher David does like going to the pool. My pool is just upstairs, but it's closed for 2 months, so I'm going crazy. Hopefully it will be open soon. Then I will be at the pool. Or will I be in the pool? Let's find out in the next bit for confusion. Okay, at for time. At 9 a.m., at midday, at night, at dinner time, at Christmas, at the moment. Apart from watching this video, what are you doing right now? What are you doing at the moment? Hopefully you're going to press that like button, subscribe and follow me for more videos. Okay, so that's it broken down into when we use them for place and for time, but some of them do cause confusion, and I hear it all the time. People will still understand you, but brain will be like, that doesn't sound quite right. So like, I hear on July. It's in July, but it's on July 4th. On Christmas Day, at Christmas. Are you at the pool or are you in the pool? If you're next to the pool, maybe lounging on a sun lounger, getting a bit of a tan, you're at the pool. If you are physically inside the confined space of the water, you are in the pool. But remember, you can be on your sofa in your living room. So I do see and I do understand why a lot of these can cause confusion, which is why I'm trying to explain as best as I can when to use in, on, and at for time and for place. The one that gets me all the time, are you in a plane or are you on a plane? Because technically you're in a confined space, so you are in the plane, but the most recognized term is on a plane. So is this you? No, that would technically be on a plane, but we do use on a plane for being inside the plane. But you can say I'm in the plane or I'm on the plane. It's completely up to you. It's another one of those confusion ones. Prepositions. What are they and when do we use them? I'm going to break this down into 5 different subcategories of prepositions, when and how to use them. And after that, I'm going to give you some other examples and explanations. A preposition is a little word that connects a noun, a pronoun, or another phrase to another part of the sentence. Think of them like links in a chain. They show us relationships. Relationships like time, place, direction, cause, manner, instrument, and a couple more. Let's have a look at these one by one. Prepositions of place. Where something is. The book is on the table. The cat is under the chair. I'm standing next to my best friend. Prepositions of time. When something happens. We'll meet at 5 o'clock. She was born in July. I always like shopping on Saturday. Prepositions of direction, movement, where something goes. He's walking to the park. The ball rolled into the box. She's running towards the school. Prepositions of cause, reason, or purpose. Why? He was late because of the traffic. The match was cancelled due to the rain. Prepositions of instrument, agent, or manner. How? The letter was written by my sister. We fixed the door with a hammer. She solved the problem by thinking carefully. Common mistakes with prepositions. Prepositions are tough because they don't always translate directly into other languages. And different prepositions can be used for the same thing. For example, we say interested in something, not interested on something. We say good at English, not good in English. We say married to someone, not married with someone. These are called collocations, words that naturally go together, or words that are always found side by side. Collocations. So you just have to learn them as a pair. If you remember them as a pair, it's just much easier. More detail about collocations with prepositions. A collocation just means two or more words that are naturally go together. They are always together. Native speakers don't even think about it, but for learners, it's one of the hardest parts to remember. For example, interested in. I am interested in music. Good at. She is good at maths. Afraid of. He's afraid of spiders. I'm afraid of spiders. Don't like them. That's why I will never go to Australia. Notice how the preposition is always the same with that word. You can't swap it for another one. It just sounds wrong. The best way is just to remember them. Another example is depend on. My English depends on how much I practice. Not depend in, not depend at, depend on. Now, we don't have these as depend on. We join these together. We link them. So the D from depend goes to on. Depend on. Not depend on. Depend on. So the best way to learn collocations is listen and read a lot. Pay attention to which prepositions go with certain words. Learn them as chunks. Don't just learn interested. Learn interested in and learn some examples. Practice them in your own sentences. When you practice them in your own sentences, use them, understand them, use them in your own sentences, you remember them better. This is the same as Google. Don't use Google Translate. Don't use ChatGPT. Don't use AI. If you need a translation, put it in, understand it, write it in your own words. And now let's look at a quiz. Okay, I'm going to put 6 sentences on the board. You have to fill in the blanks with the correct preposition. So I'm going to put it on the screen now, and I will give you 30 seconds. Okay guys, that's our 30 seconds. Let's have a look. I'm sitting at my desk. She's arriving at the airport at 7 p.m. He's really good at football. She's afraid of spiders. This book was written by J.K. Rowling. We're meeting on Monday morning. Write your answers below. I'll check them for you. How was the quiz? Did you get them all correct? I'm sure that you did. If you didn't, don't worry. Practice some more. Practice, practice, practice. That's the best way to learn. So, prepositions. Small words that can be very powerful in English. Comparatives. When do we add ER? When do we add more? When do we change a Y to I and then add ER? After this video, you will understand all of them. So what are comparatives? We use comparatives when we compare two things. Some we use ER, some we use more. It depends on the syllables. What's a syllable? A syllable is word sounds. My house is bigger than yours. This book is more interesting than that one. When do we add ER? We add ER when there's one syllable, one sound in the word. Small, cold, fast. It turns it into a two-syllable word. Smaller, colder, faster. As with English, there are also special rules. A special rule for a single syllable comparative if it is CVC. CVC? What words have the letters CVC in them? None of them. CVC. Consonant, vowel, consonant pattern. CVC. So if the last three letters are a consonant, a vowel, and a consonant, we double the last consonant. Big becomes bigger. GGER. Hot becomes hotter. TTER. Sad becomes sadder. DDER. But don't double the consonant if the words end in two consonants or a vowel. Cheap, cheap-per. Neat, no, don't do it. Consonant, vowel, consonant, double the last consonant. Adjectives ending in Y. Now, if your adjective ends in a Y, we take the Y, we throw it away. We change the Y to I, and then we add ER. Happy becomes happier. Busy, busier. Easy, easier. But again, more rules. If it's only a one-syllable word that ends in Y, we just leave the Y and we add ER. Shy, shyer, YER. You can do SHIER, which is very American, but accepted British English is shyer, SHYER. That was short adjectives. For longer adjectives, adjectives that have two or more syllables, we don't add ER. We put more in front of it. We don't say, my watch is expensiver than yours. It's more expensive. Expensive, 3 syllables. Beautiful, more beautiful. Comfortable, more comfortable. Remember, it's not comfortable, 4 syllables, it's comfortable, 3 syllables. More expensive, more beautiful, more comfortable. Irregular comparatives, because where would the English language be without irregularity? Of course, it has exceptions. These are called irregular comparatives. Unfortunately, you just have to remember them. But here are a couple. Good becomes better, not gooder, better. Bad, worse, far, farther, or far, further. Again, guys, you just have to remember these. Don't forget than. We usually say than after a comparative. My bag is heavier than yours. This street is busier than that one. Than. Because we're comparing two things. This than that. This than that. Hotter than that. Colder than that. Now that you understand comparatives completely and fully, let's have a little bit of an exercise. I'm going to put 10 sentences on the screen. At the end of the sentence, there is an adjective in brackets or parenthesis. You have to change that to the correct form of the comparative. I will give you 30 seconds to look at them, write your answers in, and then we'll go over them one by one. Okay, so here it is. Okay, I hope you're finished. Let's have a look at these. This test was easier, E-A-S-I-E-R, than the last one. Today is hotter, T-T-E-R, than yesterday. My car is faster than yours. I'm feeling happier now. This phone is more expensive than the old one. Your English is getting better every day. This room is bigger than that one. He is taller than his brother. The movie was more boring than I expected. Her handwriting is neater than mine. So how did you do, guys? 100% as always? If not, it doesn't matter, because what we need is practice, practice, practice. So that's our short video for today on comparative adjectives. I will do another video on superlative adjectives. Hot, hotter, hottest. Hot adjective, hotter comparative adjective, hottest superlative adjective. Today we're going to be talking about conditionals, if clauses. What are they? If you watch this video, you will find out. That was an example of an if clause. If you watch this video, you will find out. So what is a conditional clause? A conditional clause, sometimes called an if-then clause, is a sentence with a condition and a result. So you're saying, if this happens, this will happen. And they can be either way round. Let's look at one example to explain this. If it rains, then I will take my umbrella. I'm using first conditional for this example. If it rains, then I will take my umbrella. Take then, throw it away. You don't have to say then. Up to you. I don't. Many people do not. But we never start the sentence with then. Let me explain. If it rains, I will take my umbrella. But when the if clause happens first, it doesn't matter which way round you say them. If it rains, I will take my umbrella. I will take my umbrella if it rains. But we never say, then I will take my umbrella if it rains. We never start a sentence with then. So what was different? Let's look at them again on the screen. If it rains, I will take my umbrella. I will take my umbrella if it rains. What's the difference? Well done. No comma. When we use if first, comma. When we use the result, we don't have a comma. It doesn't matter. Let's look at a couple more. Does the meaning change? You tell me. If I eat, I am not hungry. I am not hungry if I eat. Getting a little bit hungry, actually. If you go to bed early, you wake up early. You wake up early if you go to bed early. So there's a couple of examples, and they show that it doesn't change. It doesn't matter if you start with the condition or the result, because the condition always happens first in real life. So, either way around, up to you. How many are there? What do we use them for? In the previous example, I gave you an example of first conditional. There are 4. But not 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be too easy. 0 conditional, first conditional, second conditional, third conditional. Why? Who knows? Welcome to English class, where many things do not make sense. Let's start with the first one, 0. We use 0 conditional for facts. Okay? Facts. Things that are always true. Facts or routines. The structure of the 0 conditional is if, present simple, present simple. If you heat ice, it melts. That's a scientific fact. You cannot argue with that. If I drink coffee at night, I don't sleep. Technically, a fact, it might not affect everyone the same, but if I drink coffee at night, I don't sleep. So it is a fact. First conditional. We use this for real future events. when we're talking about the future, something that is possible. If, present simple, will, base verb. If it rains tomorrow, I will stay home. If I see John, I will tell him you said hi. So this is about real possibilities, stuff that could actually happen. Second conditional, unreal or imaginary. So we use this for things that are unlikely or imaginary or possible. Structure, if, past simple, would, base verb. Would is important. If, past simple, would, base verb. If I were a bird, I would fly away. Well, I'm never going to be a bird, so this one is imaginary. If I had $1 million, I would buy a beach house. Well, I don't have $1 million, so it's imaginary, but this one could come true. I hope it does. I would love to live near the beach. So this one's about dreaming or complaining. Third conditional. This is the last one, guys, don't worry. Regret or the past. Things that cannot be changed. Things that are not possible. Things that didn't happen, but maybe you wish that they did. The structure, if, past perfect, would have past participle. What is past participle? Past participle is what we used to call verb 3. Drink, drank, drunk. Verb 3, past participle. I'm giving you the correct vocabulary here, but normally I just say verb 3. If I had studied more, I would have passed the exam. I didn't study, so I didn't pass the exam. The past, that can't be changed. If we had left earlier, we wouldn't have missed the train. Well, we didn't leave earlier, and we did miss the train. Somebody wasn't very happy that we missed the train. So that is our 4 conditionals. 0, first, second, and third. What was that question? Can we mix them? Yes, we can. Mixed conditionals. There are a couple that you can mix together, like the past affecting the present. If I had gone to bed early, I wouldn't be tired now. So the condition is in the past, but the result is in the future. Clever. Don't worry about mixed conditionals. Let's master the first 4 conditionals first, okay? As a quick recap, 0 conditional, if, present simple, comma, present simple. If you touch fire, it burns. First conditional, if, present simple, will, base verb. If I study, I will pass. Second conditional, if, past tense, would, base verb. If I knew, I would tell you. Third conditional, if, past perfect, would have verb 3, past participle. If I had left, I would have told you. So that's the end of our short video today about conditionals. And if you look back on the thumbnail for this video, if you watch this video, you will learn. Let me know in the comments below if that's true. Did you learn? I hope you did learn. Think about a time where you heard someone talking conditionals. It probably wasn't very long ago. If you think about it, you will remember. If you had thought about it, you would have remembered. David, stop it. Enough. Enough. Sorry, I get carried away sometimes. Reported speech can be confusing. Tenses change. Words like this turn into that. And sometimes you even see 2 that's in a row. He said that car was fast. But don't worry. Today, I'll make it easy. In the next few minutes, you'll learn step by step how to change direct quotes into perfect reported speech, shift tenses correctly, change pronouns, time words and place words. Also report questions and requests and understand why we sometimes say that. Let's go. What is reported speech? Reported speech is when we repeat what someone else said, but we don't use their exact words. Direct speech. Sarah said, I am tired. Reported speech. Sarah said that she was tired. See how the tense changed? And we use that to connect the two parts? Basic structure. The structure is simple. Subject, reporting verb, that, clause. Examples. Tom said that he was hungry. Maria explained that she had finished her homework. We agreed that it was a good idea. Natural speech tip. You can often drop that in everyday English. I tend to not, but I am an English teacher. Tom said that he was hungry. Tom said he was hungry. Maria explained that she had finished her homework. Maria explained she had finished her homework. Tense changes. When the reporting verb is in the past tense, we usually shift the verb in the reported speech back one step in time. This is called backshifting. So we have some direct speech and we have some reported speech. Present simple becomes past simple. I like coffee. She said that she liked coffee. Present continuous becomes past continuous. I am cooking. He said that he was cooking. Present perfect becomes past perfect. I have finished. She said that she had finished. Past simple becomes past perfect. I saw the film. He said that he had seen the film. Will becomes would. I will call you. She said she would call me. Can becomes could. I can swim. He said he could swim. May becomes might. It may rain. She said it might rain. Pronoun and word changes. I told you we have to change a lot. Pronouns often need to be changed to keep the meaning correct. Direct. I love this city. Reported. He said that he loved that city. So here's a quick guide. I becomes he, she. We becomes they. You become I, we, or they, depending on the meaning of the sentence. My becomes his or hers. This becomes that. These become those. Here becomes there. Now becomes then. Direct speech. We are meeting here tonight. Reported speech. They said they were meeting there that night. Direct speech. You need to finish this work. Reported speech. He told me that I needed to finish that work. Confused yet? Time changes. When talking about past events, we usually adjust the time expressions. Today becomes that day. Yesterday, the day before, or the previous day. Tomorrow, the next day, or the following day. Next week, the following week. Last night, the night before. Places as well. Here becomes there. Ago becomes before. Now becomes then. Direct speech. I will call you tomorrow. Reported speech. She said that she would call me the next day. Reporting questions. Questions look different because we don't use question word order in reported speech. What questions? Where are you going? He asked where I was going. No question mark. Yes, no questions. Direct. Do you like pizza? Reported. She asked if I like pizza. Or she asked whether I like pizza. That's up to you. Tip. Remember to change tenses, pronouns, just like before. Requests, commands, advice. For imperatives, commands, use tell, object to verb. Direct, close the window. Reported, she told me to close the window. For requests, ask, object to verb. Direct speech, please help me. Reported, she asked me to help her. For negative commands, use not plus to plus verb. Direct, don't be late. Reported, he told me not to be late. The double that. Sometimes you might see that in reported speech. This is not a mistake. For example, that car is very fast. He said that car was very fast. The first that is the connector. The second that is the demonstrative adjective. So in casual speech, many people drop the first that. I don't, again. He said that car was very fast. So don't panic if you see two that's together. It's perfectly correct. Let's practice together. Let's turn these sentences into reported speech. So I'm going to put 5 sentences, questions or requests on the screen. I'll give you 30 seconds and I want you to write them in the comments down below. While you're there, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's go. Okay, did you get them? I'm sure that you did, but put them down below. It's always good to practice. I do check them, don't worry. So that is reported speech. It's very important to learn reported speech, especially when telling stories. Stories need people. If you have people in your stories and something is said, have someone say it. I'm going to do another video in the near future where I teach you how to write a story when answering questions such as tell me a time when. So today we learned the structure of reported speech, how to backshift tenses, how to change pronouns, time and place words, how to report questions, requests and commands, why that is not a mistake. Okay? Don't try to change everything at once. If you're new to this, just try one thing at a time, and then next time, try another thing. You will get there in the end. English is spoken all over the world. Seatbelts must be fastened. My car was stolen last night. Did you notice something? All of these are passive voice sentences. The focus is on what happened, not who did it. In today's lesson, I will show you how to form the passive voice, why airlines, news reporters, scientists, and even governments use it, and also lots of real-life examples you can copy. Stick around to the end. I'll give you a quick quiz with 6 sentences to test yourself to see if you can take it to the passive voice from active, and I'll also include a downloadable worksheet in the pinned comment that gives you a great opportunity to practice with different tenses. It's completely free. Click the pinned comment and download. So, let's go. What is passive voice? Passive voice is when the object of the action becomes the subject in the sentence. So instead of focusing on who does the action, we focus on what happens. So remember, your basic sentence structure is subject, verb, object, with the subject being the most important part of the sentence. But here, we're going to change it around and make the object the subject, meaning we will be focusing on the object. For example, active, the chef cooked the meal. Passive, the meal was cooked. The meal was cooked by the chef. We don't have to say who did the action at the end. Sometimes we won't want to. I'll talk about that later. But you can if you want. It's really not an important part of the sentence. So the formula: subject, verb to be, any tense, past participle by subject. Now, when we say past participle, this is the correct terminology, but most of the time we refer to it as verb 3. So anytime you see me say past participle, I mean verb 3. Okay? So how to form passive voice? We take the object from an active sentence and we make it the subject. Add the correct form of the verb to be, which as previously stated is any tense. Add the past participle, verb 3, of the verb. Add by person agent only if you need to. People speak English all over the world. English is spoken all over the world. Why and who uses passive voice? So there are about 6 different reasons I'm going to give you today as to why and when we use passive voice, when we don't know who did the action. My wallet was stolen. The window was broken last night. So with my wallet, instead of saying someone stole my wallet, the someone is not important. My wallet being stolen is important. Again, with the window being broken, someone broke the window last night. The someone is not important. The window being broken is the most important part. The next one is when it's not important who did it. News agencies use this style all the time. A bridge was opened yesterday. 2 people were injured in the car crash. The next reason, and this one's quite important, when we don't want to say who did it. Governments and businesses often use this. Mistakes were made during the process. Not you made mistakes. Mistakes were made. We're not blaming anyone. The mistakes were there, but we're not saying who did them. The application has been declined. Not we declined your application. We're just saying the application has been declined. To make rules and commands sound more polite and formal. So this is important in the hospitality industry. Airlines, hotels, schools, any official bodies. You are requested to fasten your seatbelts. Mobile phones must be switched off. Homework must be submitted by Friday. So not you must fasten your seatbelt. You were requested to fasten your seatbelts. When the object is more important than the subject. Books, inventions, products. The Harry Potter books were written by J.K. Rowling. I met her at Edinburgh Airport a number of years ago. The light bulb was invented by Thomas Edison. This smartphone was designed in California. To sound scientific, formal, or objective. So this is used by academics and scientists. The experiment was conducted in controlled conditions. The vaccine was developed after years of research. Extra everyday examples. The classroom is being cleaned right now. Dinner will be served at 7 p.m. The problem has already been solved. Your order has been shipped. It's always a good message to get. Okay, a quick recap. Passive voice plus the verb to be in any tense plus verb 3, past participle. We use it when the person is unknown, unimportant, or not mentioned. The object or result is more important than the subject, or when we want to sound polite, formal, or neutral. That's why airlines, governments, scientists, schools, businesses, and all the news outlets all use passive voice every single day. As promised at the start of the video, it is quiz time! So now it's your turn. Change these 6 active sentences into passive sentences. Pause the video if you need more time. I'll put them all on the screen right now and I will give you 30 seconds. Okay guys, how did you do? I'm sure you did perfect. Well done. Pop them in the comments down below. I will check them, any corrections if needed, but comment down below, I will read them. That's great. So what did we talk about today? We talked about how to form the passive voice, the structure, why airlines, news reporters, scientists and even governments use it, and we threw in lots of real life examples you can copy. So that was promised at the start. Now guys, come on. 80% of you are not subscribed, so hit that subscribe button so you get notified right away about the new videos. Phrasal verbs, what are they? How do we use them? We're going to talk about separable, inseparable, and we're going to show some examples of how to use different phrasal verbs. In the last video on idioms, I briefly mentioned phrasal verbs, and I said I would make a video on them. So as promised, I've put together this video on phrasal verbs and how to use them. And they do come in many different forms. Today, we're going to be looking at different types of phrasal verbs. So we have verb, preposition, verb, adverb. I'm going to explain the differences between them. I'm going to show you some examples where we use the same verb, but we use different prepositions. When we form a phrasal verb, whether it be using a preposition or an adverb, it completely changes the meaning. It's similar to idioms when we understand all of the words in the sentence, but there's a hidden meaning. There isn't a hidden meaning here, but they do have different meanings. As an example, go means to go. Go on means to continue. Go on, I'm listening. Continue, I'm still listening. So that's an example of how a phrasal verb changes the meaning from the standard verb. Phrasal verbs using prepositions. Prepositions show relationships, often involving direction, location, or time. When used in phrasal verbs, they often link to an object, a noun or a pronoun. Some examples: look after, preposition, after whom, meaning to take care of. Example: she looks after her younger brother, her younger brother being the object. Run into, preposition, into whom, meaning to meet by chance. I ran into an old friend at the supermarket yesterday. Come across, preposition, across what? Meaning to find by chance. I came across some old photographs of me when I was a baby. Phrasal verbs using adverbs. Adverbs modify the noun and do not need an object. They often change the meaning of the verb dramatically and can sometimes be separated from the verb if there is an object. Let's look at some examples. Give up. Adverb up modifies give, meaning to stop trying. Example: don't give up. With object: he gave up smoking. He gave smoking up. Turn on. Adverb on modifies turn, meaning to activate. She turned on the light. She turned the light on. Put off. Adverb off modifies put. It means to postpone, to do something later. They put off the meeting. They put the meeting off. Key differences. As you can see on the screen, we've got feature, prepositions, adverbs. The feature needs an object, preposition yes, adverbs not always. Word order: verb, preposition, object. Verb, adverb, object if needed. Can we separate the form of the verb? Preposition no. Adverb yes when we use an object. Examples: preposition look after, run into. Adverbs give up, turn on, put off. Some example sentences. Looked after, preposition. She looked after the baby while her sister was out. Turned off, adverb. He turned off the TV before going to bed. Ran into, preposition. I ran into my teacher at the store unexpectedly. Give up, adverb. We gave up when it became too difficult. Came across, preposition. They came across a hidden path in the forest. Not always a good idea to go down a hidden path. It can be fun, but can also be a bit dangerous. Put off, adverb. He put off the meeting until next week. Separable versus inseparable. Now you might have noticed in some of the examples we used separable where we changed and separated the verb. What does that mean? So imagine these red bricks are the phrasal verb. Okay? So we can have the phrasal verb and the preposition, or we can have the preposition in the middle. So in a separable phrasal verb, you can separate the verb from the preposition. You can put the object either in between the verb and the preposition or after the preposition. Is that a bit complicated? Are you following along? Good. Let's give you an example. Pick up. Pick up. So this is pick and this is up. I pick up the pen. I pick the pen up. Pick up the pen. Pick the pen up. Separable. But with inseparable phrasal verbs, you cannot separate the verb and the preposition. You just have to keep them together, like run into. You can say, I ran into the door. You can't say, I ran the door into. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Don't worry about, is this a separable or is this inseparable? You have to learn some of them and it becomes natural. Tense. Remember, the verbs in phrasal verbs can be used in any tense. The adverb or the preposition stays the same. My car breaks down every Monday. Present simple. My car broke down yesterday. Past simple. My car is breaking down now. Present continuous. My car will break down if I don't put oil in it. Future tense. To reinforce what I said at the start of the video, where the preposition or the adverb is different, changes completely, but we can still use the same verb. We're going to look at the verb to break. Break up, break away, break down, break into. First one, break up. This means to end a relationship. They broke up after 5 years together. That's quite sad. Don't worry, it's not all about relationships. The second one, break away. This means to escape or move away from something. For example, the prisoner tried to break away from the police. Break down. This one is used when something stops working, like a car or a machine, something like that. My car broke down on the way to work this morning, so I was late. Break into means to enter a shop, a premises, somewhere you shouldn't be illegally. The thief broke into the bank and stole lots of money. To make this point a little bit stronger, we're going to use a different verb. We're going to use the verb to turn. And we're going to talk about turn up, turn down, turn on, turn off, turn into. Turn on and turn off, very common. We use them all the time. First, we have turn up. This means to arrive or to appear. She didn't turn up to the meeting. That means that she didn't go to the meeting. She didn't arrive at the meeting. Or we could have to turn up the volume. Please turn up the volume on the television. Turn down. Turn down means to reject or refuse something. Like, I had to turn down the job offer. But not all turn downs are bad. You can use it the same as turn up. Turn up the volume, turn down the volume. Turn on. This one's straightforward. It means to start something, like a light or a machine. Turn on the TV. Turn on the light. Turn off has the opposite. It's when it means to stop something, like a device. Please turn off the television. Please turn off the lights. Please turn on the fan. It's quite hot in here. Turn into means when something changes into something else. For example, the caterpillar turned into a butterfly. She turned into a great singer over the years. You're going to turn into a fantastic English speaker watching my videos. Let's try a little fill in the blanks activity. As you can see on the screen, we have 5 statements, and I'll give you a minute to guess the correct form of the verb that's in parenthesis. Parenthesis means brackets. I can't put off this project any longer. She always looks after her neighbor's cat when they travel. They gave up after just one attempt. Yesterday, I ran into my old coach at the gym. He turns on the radio to listen to the news. Okay, a quick challenge for you. Can you create sentences using any of the phrasal verbs that we've used today based on the verb to turn or to break? Pop them in the comments down below. I'll have a read, tell you which one is my favorite. Okay guys, that's the end of our video today about phrasal verbs. Do you have a better understanding or are you more confused? So we've talked about separable, inseparable, and we used some examples like break up, break away, turn up, turn down, turn into. So we showed examples where the verb stays the same, but the preposition or the adverb changes and it has a completely different meaning. So out of the ones that I gave examples of today, how many did you know already? How many do you use? How many will you now use after watching this video? Today we're going to be talking about one of Teacher David's favorite parts of the English language, idioms. Come along, let's have some idioms. What are they? How to use them. What is an idiom? An idiom is a common phrase where we understand all of the words in the sentence, but there's a hidden meaning. If you don't understand the idiom, you won't understand the hidden meaning. So when people use idioms, you have to be able to understand what they're talking about. So what I've done today is I've compiled a list, 4 fun categories about different styles of idioms. Our first idioms topic is animals. It's raining cats and dogs. Cats and dogs falling from the sky? No. The meaning, it's raining very heavily. Don't forget your umbrella. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Let the cat out of the bag. Why do you have a cat in a bag? We don't. It means to reveal a secret by accident. Patrick let the cat out of the bag about Gigi's surprise party. Hold your horses. Horses are big. Can you hold them? No. Hold your horses means wait, be patient. Hold your horses. We're not leaving yet. Our second category today, sports idioms. Hit it out of the park. Why would you do that? Why would you hit something out of the park? If you're in the park, you want to play in the park. That's not what it means. It means to do something very well. You hit it out of the park with that presentation. Throw in the towel. You know, towel, dry yourself with when you come out of the shower. Do you throw it into the bathtub? No. To throw in the towel means to give up. It comes from boxing. After trying to fix the car for hours, he threw in the towel. Get the ball rolling. Why would you want a ball to roll unless you're playing sports? No, you wouldn't. Get the ball rolling means to start something. Let's get the ball rolling on our project. Our third category is warning idioms. When you need to warn something about something. Give warnings, give advice. Walking on thin ice. Don't walk on thin ice. It's not very safe. But that's not what it means. It's not literal. It means taking a risk, being in a dangerous situation. You're walking on thin ice by missing work again. A red flag. A red flag is a sign of danger or a problem. At the beach, you see red flags when you shouldn't swim in the sea. But a red flag means a sign of danger or a problem. His behavior was a real red flag for the manager. Play with fire. Don't play with fire, it's dangerous. But the meaning for the idiom, to take a big risk that could end badly. Don't invest all your money, you're playing with fire. Category 4 today, feelings idioms. Feelings. We all have feelings, they're very important. They're very common in spoken English to talk about feelings using idioms. How do you feel? On cloud 9. Cloud in the sky, 1, 2, 3. What one's cloud 9? Cloud 9 means extremely happy. She was on cloud 9 after hearing the good news. Down in the dumps means feeling sad or depressed. He's been down in the dumps since he returned from Thailand. Butterflies in my stomach. I haven't eaten butterflies. I don't have actual butterflies in my stomach. It means feeling nervous. I had butterflies in my stomach before the big test. So that's our short video on idioms. We had 4 different categories, 3 idioms in each category, so 12 short idioms. There are many different idioms. A statement tells us something, a question asks us something. But when we say a statement but we want an answer, we put a little tag at the end of it, a question tag. It shows confirmation or to encourage a response. What is the structure? How do we form it? statement, comma, auxiliary verb, question tag. Now we use intonation for the question tag. Our voice goes up a bit to show that it is a question. David is a teacher, isn't he? They are hungry, aren't they? Thailand is hot, isn't it? It is very hot. I'm a little bit sweaty. Sorry today, guys. Did you notice that the question tag mirrors the original statement? It's the opposite. So if it is a positive statement, our question tag is negative. You are a student, aren't you? Positive, negative. He isn't happy, is he? Negative statement, positive question tag. Here are a couple of examples. You are a student, aren't you? He is very busy, isn't he? He was happy, wasn't he? They were surprised, weren't they? We use the same auxiliary verb for the question tag that comes in the statement. If we don't have an auxiliary verb, we use do, did, does. It's cold, isn't it? You're hungry, aren't you? You will help me, won't you? One exception is when we use let's in the statement. Let's go out for dinner. So what do we use? We use shall we. Let's go out for dinner, shall we? Let's not go out, shall we? Let's go for a walk, shall we? Lazy tags. What is a lazy tag? It's a generic answer, a random answer, not specific, not related to the auxiliary verb. They're not grammatically correct, but people use them quite a lot, especially in American English. You're happy, yeah? You're 25, huh? Today is Monday, right? Let's go for dinner, okay? A lot of the times these are when we are expecting the answer to be yes. Remember, stick with the original auxiliary verb. So that's the end of our video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it fun. You found it fun, didn't you? You enjoyed it? Yes? Don't use that second one. Lazy. You have hit the subscribe button, haven't you? You followed me, of course.
Do English tenses confuse you? Do you mix up have been, was doing, will have done? Don't worry. Today, I'll make it super easy for you. We're going to look at all 12 English tenses with clear examples, timelines, and when to use each. So by the end of this video, you'll finally understand how English tenses really work. The three main tenses are present, past, and future. And in each of these, there are 4 subcategories. Simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. I'm going to explain them all. Let's go. The first part, simple. Present simple. We use present simple for habits, facts, and routines. The structure is subject, base verb, maybe SES. I play football every weekend. The sun rises in the east. Tip, don't forget the S for he, she, it. I play, you play, he plays, she plays. Present continuous, sometimes known as progressive. Now, continuous, ongoing, continuous, to continue. We use present continuous for things happening right now or around now. The structure, verb to be, is am, are, plus verb ing. I'm watching this video. She's studying for her exam. Also for temporary actions, I'm living in Bangkok at the moment. Present perfect. The present perfect connects the past and the present. Structure: have has plus past participle. What is past participle, I hear you say? Sometimes refer to it as verb 3. I've lived here for 8 years. I still live here now. She's just finished her homework. It's used for experiences, results, or actions that continue until now. Present perfect continuous. We use present perfect continuous to show how long something has been happening. The structure: have has been plus verb ing. I've been learning English since 2020. They've been waiting for an hour. Focus on the duration, how long something has been continuing for. The second part of the video, past tenses. Past simple. We use past simple for finished actions in the past. Structure: verb plus ed, or irregular form. Most verbs have an ed ending. Want, wanted, but some are irregular. Run, ran, swim, swam. Unfortunately, you just have to remember these. I watched a movie yesterday. They went to London last year. To use clear time markers: yesterday, last week, in 2010. Past continuous. We use the past continuous for actions happening at a specific time in the past. The structure: was, were, plus verb ing. I was watching TV at 8 p.m. They were studying when it started to rain. So this is great for setting the scene in stories. I will do a video on how to write a story, especially for interviews, but that's coming in next month, I think. Past perfect. The past perfect shows something happened before another past event. Structure: had plus verb 3. Had plus past participle. I had eaten before I went out. She had finished the work before the deadline. So think of it as the past of the past. Past perfect continuous. So use past perfect continuous to show how long something had been happening before another past event. The structure: had been plus verb ing. I had been studying for 2 hours before dinner. They had been waiting before the bus arrived. So it focuses on duration in the past. Our third tense, future tenses. Future simple with will. We use will for predictions, promises, and instant decisions. Structure: will plus base verb. The difference between verb 1 and base verb is just the verb. Verb 1 sometimes has S. I'll help you. It will rain tomorrow. Fluent speakers also use won't for negatives. I won't forget. Sometimes I do. Be going to. Use going to for plans or intentions, or when you can see something will happen. Structure: is, am, are, verb to be. Going to, base verb. I'm going to visit my friend this weekend. Look at those clouds. It's going to rain. Future continuous. The future continuous describes actions that will be in progress at a future time. The structure: will be plus verb ing. This time tomorrow, I'll be flying to Japan. They'll be studying all night. It adds a natural fluent sound to future plans. Future perfect. The future perfect shows that something will be completed before a specific future time. Structure: will have plus verb 3. By next week, I'll have finished the project. They'll have left before you arrive. So think of it as looking back from the future. Back to the Future, great movie. The next one is for advanced learners. Future perfect continuous. So we use future perfect continuous, shows how long something will have been happening before a future time. Structure: will have been plus verb ing. By December, I will have been working here for 5 years. It's not used every day, but it's great for fluency and again is more of an advanced tense. Let's summarize and review. Now that we have explained and you understand all of the 12 tenses, let's go. Present tense. Simple: I work. Continuous: I'm working. Perfect: I've worked. Perfect continuous: I've been working. Past tense. Simple: I worked. Continuous: I was working. Perfect: I had worked. Perfect continuous: I had been working. Future: will: I will work. Going to: I'm going to work. Continuous: I'll be working. Perfect: I have worked. So master all of these and you can express anything, past, present, future, clearly and confidently. As a final tip, don't think too much about what tense you should use, what tense you should have used, what tense you should have been using. Just speak naturally. Native speakers will still understand you.